up, y'all? I am back with another story time. Something that transpired a couple days ago. So let's just get straight into the story time. This went up my skirt while I was in the club. Why would you do that? And then get mad at me because of what you saw. Let's just get straight into it. So I goes to the club. Y'all know it's my first date. Really my first night outside. Like, I've been out the country. I haven't really been outside. So this is like my first like little pop out since being back in the States, being in Miami, whatever the case may be. So I goes out, me and one of my homegirls. We started at Playa. You know, Playa was cute. Everything at Playa was cute. We had a nice time at Playa, whatever the case may have you. If y'all know Playa in Miami, y'all know what Playa get, bitch. Playa was cute. So Playa was cute. It didn't give no tea, bitch. You know, I'm in there unscathed, unbothered, just giving off cunt like how I always do. Y'all know how I do when I come outside. So boom, we go to Playa. Everything was cool at Playa, so boom. We left Playa to go to Mr. Jones because these two girls that was in the section that we was in, you know, they was talking to my homegirl that I was with, and they was like, oh, we going to go to Mr. Jones to go meet, I got some other, you know, ninjas that they was with, whatever the case may be. So they like, all right, we're going to Mr. Jones. So they wind up coming with us when we left because my homegirl had drove and they got in the car with us, and then we left Playa and we went to Mr. Jones. Mind you, I was not even supposed to leave Playa, and I feel like that's why this kind of happened, because I was not even supposed to leave Playa. Like, I was supposed to be going to Booby Trap with one of the guys or whatever that I was talking to, or whatever the case may be. So we leave Playa, go to Mr. Jones. Now, this is my first time in Mr. Jones. I've never been there before. I've always heard about Mr. Jones, but it was like, bitch, now I see, okay, bitch, Mr. Jones was cute, bitch. It was fucking lit. When I say jam-packed, wall-to-wall, every section was filled. It was the tea, bitch. The niggas is going crazy. They living, of course, you know, I'm in there, bone snatch, just ponytail, just all face, you know, no lace, bitch, like just cheekbone, lip, you know, just, y'all know, I'm just saying it because, bitch, I was sitting so bad, like, bitch, it was just giving, like, bitch, like, hello, that bitch is pretty. So, go to Mr. Jones, it's no tea, you know, we in there, we just channeling, you know how y'all know how I did, we channeling, so boom. We went somewhere else, I believe, after Mr. Jones, and then we went to 24, and this is when everything kind of just... So I honestly didn't even really want to tell this story because it's just like, girl, like, I just moved to Miami. Like, I just got here and I don't want to be, I'm not on no Hennessy Marie type shit. And if y'all know who that is, then y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. But so it's just like, I didn't even want to tell the story because I'm just like, I don't want people to be recognizing me and then seeing me out. It's just like a lot. Like, girl, I just want to just live my life. I mind my business when I be outside. That be my whole thing. Like, when I come outside, I do not try to talk to niggas. Niggas try to talk to me, bitch. I be minding my motherfucking business. They be in my face and my ear. Damn, this be pretty, da da da. I do not be paying these niggas on mine. Anybody who can go out with me will tell you that, bitch. I do not be paying these niggas on mine. They be in my fucking face. So, we winds up going to, now we at 24, the strip club, whatever the case may be. And at this point, we with these guys and my homegirl had met Mr. Jones, I think. I don't know where these niggas was from, but we wind up there, you know, with them or whatever the case may have you. So we goes to 24 and, you know, we in the club and everything is just everything. So, where we was sitting at, we was all in the section, and then it was like a section kind of like behind me or whatever the case may have you. And I had wind up like, I was like sitting facing my section, but I kind of like turned my legs to the other side because there was like a few people like in the section. It was kind of like cluttered right there with my legs, and I had my shark boots on, so I like kind of like twisted my legs on the other side. And on the other side, it was like, you know, another, like some other guys over there, whatever. And it was this one boy over there, whatever the case may have you. And like, no shit, he was cute, whatever the case may have you. Another devil, he cute, whatever the case may have you. So we started like kicking, like we started talking about something or whatever. And then he wound up asking me like, why, mind you, I had on like this pleated skirt and my ass was like sitting out the bottom. It gave like a little sneak peek butt cheek. Like, that's what it was giving. So I had like this little skirt on or whatever the case may be. So I had my skirt on. He was asking like, why your ass, like, why you got your ass hanging? I'm like, my ass not hanging on. Mind you, can only really probably see my ass if you was like sitting down and I'm like standing up in front of you, but it's like my ass not standing out. I'm not even that type of girl. So
you just said you had your ass out.
He was like, yeah, you got your ass hanging out. I said that. Then he like, I guess he was like playing, cause I'm like playing, and he kind of like flipped my skirt up. Y'all, so when he flipped my skirt up, now y'all know I'm a girl who is very adamant about girls who don't tuck, or girls who don't know how to tuck, or girls who tuck be bulgy. Y'all know I don't play that type of shit. But in this particular instant, like, it's like certain things I wear, if I feel like I don't have to tuck, then I won't, whatever the case may be. So he lift my skirt up, and my skirt, it had like shorts under it built into it or whatever the case may be. But I also, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't tucked because the way you can't, it's not like dangling, just like dangling and nothing like that. Bitch, I just wasn't tucked. So bitch, it was like my sheeness was just like sitting. It was like on the side, like you couldn't actually see it, but you would see like a bulge. Like obviously, if you lift up the skirt or whatever the case may be. So bitch, he lift my motherfucking skirt up.
Hold up for a second. Hold up. Did this motherfucker just say her sheeness was showing? First of all, ma'am, sir, this dude's voice is almost as deep as mine. That should be your first indication. But I give my man somewhat of a pass because you in the club, music's probably loud or whatnot. But sheeness is insane. And to my man who did that, that's your fault, bro. You shouldn't be pulling up a chick's skirt you don't even know, bro. You deserve that shit.
He just sat back down and was like... So now, completely caught up guard because I did not expect him to do that. Like, bitch, I tried to hurry up and like, you know, like, Betty boop it. Like, bitch, but boopy do. And try to like, pull it back down.
Took your
but bitch,
dick
he had
back
already
in.
saw it. Like, bitch, it was like nothing that I could do. So he sat back down and he just sat right there like this, like I guess trying to like mentally like
process what just
ain't
happened.
no fucking way, bitch. I just saw, but I think you saw. So then he was like, "You got pussy?" He asked me like, "You got pussy?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "You got pussy?" And I was like, I think I said yeah. Like at this point, I was trying to do damage control, but it was like, bitch. The damage was already done, bitch.
No
He
shit.
had already saw. So then he sat back down and was just like, bitch, she not stupid. Obviously, he wasn't stupid, bitch. He saw. So then he winds up calling a security guard or one of the securities over there. So go to security over there and was like, I see him mouthing these words like, I see him saying like, that's a boy or whatever. So security looking like, where? So he trying to point at me, but bitch, I was just so cunt, bitch. Security looking like, where? So that's when he like was like him, that like that's the nigga, like basically trying to tell him to tell me to move. Keep in mind, y'all, I told you I was never like in his section. I was sitting in my section, sitting down in my section where my legs were just kind of like faced that way. So security come over there and was like, security had walked up to me and was like, oh, he said that you gotta move. He said that you gotta move. I'm like, move where? Like, I'm not even in his section. So then he comes up next to security and was like, you gotta fucking move. So now he's trying to like do a lot. So he was like, you gotta fucking move. So I'm like, boy, get the fuck on my face. Like, bitch, like, I'm not even in your motherfucking section. Like, bitch, you started talking to me. I was never saying nothing to you in the first place. So then he gets the taking his stuff, like whole performance, y'all. He get to taking his stuff off, doing all this extra stuff, taking his stuff off. Then kind of goes around into the section I'm in and was like, you gotta move it. Like basically like trying to tell me I gotta move. So now everybody in my section looking at him like he fucking crazy because nobody knew where he was coming from and nobody knew what the fuck was going on. So everybody looking at him like, what? So then security came and they all just started grabbing him. All the security just started grabbing him. Bitch, they put his ass the fuck out. So my homegirl asked me like, what's going on? So I'm like, she was like, my homegirl was like, what happened? So I was like, girl, she was like, why the fuck he doing that? I was like, girl, I'm gonna tell you, tell you when we go. She's like, what happened? Like, it's something happened. I was like, girl, I'm gonna just tell you what happened when we left or whatever. So I guess now he's out there and he's pleading his case to the security. I guess telling them what happened. So one security came up to me again after that and was like, just don't be in his section, whatever. I was like, I was never in his section in the first place. I never said nothing to this boy. He started talking to me, literally. So that's when I turned my legs back into the section that I was in. So then another security guard come up. I guess he must have told this security guard what happened. So then then the other security comes up to, I guess, the guys in my section or whatever the case may be and basically try to tell them, the tea, like, I guess what happened. That's when that security came to me and was like, oh, they said that you gotta leave. I'm like, who said I gotta leave? Because, like I said, I'm with my sister, like, who said I gotta leave? So she like, so I told her, like, oh, he was saying I gotta leave. So she's like, bitch, you ain't gotta go no motherfucker way. Sit down right here. So she told me to sit down or whatever. And I guess she was like saying what happened. But by that point, bitch, I was already over. I was already thrown off. It was just like, bitch, my energy was off. Like, bitch, like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, you basically just sexually assaulted me. And bitch, and you're more so worried about what's under my legs aside from the fact that, bitch, you lift my motherfucking skirt out. Bitch, nobody told you to do that. And I'm like, girl, let's just go. Like, we can just go. So she like, no, we not. I'm like, girl, let's just, like, I'm over it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to kill you, Bob, but bitch, I'm ready to go. So, bitch, you winds up leaving, whatever. We walks outside, and I see him outside, whatever. Nothing. Walks right past him. You just did this whole performance in the club. So you did this whole performance in the club to basically just not do nothing when you see me outside. And which is further proves my point that it don't even be about the trans. It don't even be about the gays. It don't even be about none of that stuff. Niggas just be wanting to make themselves just look more straight. That's really all it be. It'd be an ego thing. They just want to make themselves look more straight so they can do whatever they feel like attacking or whatever the go off is like the standard to try to prove their straightness. Like, sir, please. And please, y'all, man, please just stop touching women inappropriately, especially if it's not warranted. Because y'all gonna get a surprise sometimes. Hello.
And that part I do agree with her about. Quick story time. About 20 years ago, I was in the military and I was stationed in Korea. And a buddy of mine who was there, wife came into town because Korea is one of those 1 year assignments. You don't bring your family. You go there solo and then you obviously with your family on your next duty station. I didn't go out with them that night, but my boy flies his wife in and they go out to the club on the weekend. I hear about everything that happened the next day. Apparently, apparently he in the club drunk. His wife was drunk too, but he's in the club drunk with a camcorder recording under chick skirts, like in the club with the camera, just going under chick skirts recording. And that was the craziest shit to me. When I found out about it, I immediately thought, why would you do that this weekend when your wife was here? You can do that shit next weekend when your wife ain't here. But on the serious note, that was the first time in my life I really thought, and I was about 22, 23 at the time, some dudes are just bold with it. Some dudes are just bold. For the guy who lifted their skirt and found a surprise penis, that's on you, bro. You don't know this chick. And even still, even if a woman has her ass out, don't mean that you can grab it and lift her skirt up, bro. And that's why the point I brought up that story is I was never bold like that, man. To go and grab a woman's ass, even if her ass is hanging out, go and grab her ass under her skirt, or like dudes that walk up to chicks and like grab their titties. That's never been me, man. Unless I was had that type of relationship with the woman, which meant I was intimate with her at one point, yeah. Or a chick I'm messing with on that, yeah, but not just random chicks in the club. So I think my man deserved, I don't know what all that performance he did, like you got to get out the club, like they gonna make her get out because you feel some type of way about something you did. But hey, man, fellas, keep your hands to yourself unless you know these chicks. Don't walk around lifting up random skirts because you might get a handful of bussy or sheeness, as my man alluded to. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Squad, all out. Sheeness.